Most things in life are all about timing. I remember when my favorite rapper T.I.'s first album came out back in 2001. It was moderately successful down here in the South, but it was a major bust nationally. I think it only sold just over 100,000 copies, which back then, for an artist who was on a major label, that was a major disappointment. In the moment, T.I. was viewed as being ahead of his time. The timing was not right. He wasn't quite ready to be a mainstream artist. You can make the same case with my trajectory here on YouTube. When I quit my job 5 years ago to go full time, I didn't know it at the time, but the timing was perfect. Relationships, marriages, job opportunities, most things in life, it's all about the timing. And that's also true for criminals. Earlier this week, a Mexican sports journalist named Fernando Vargas, he was appearing on a show called Blah, Blah, Blah Deportivo. That is not a joke. I'm not making that up. That is actually the name of the show. I believe it translates to Blah, Blah, Blah Sports. The show is nationally televised in Mexico, and Fernando Vargas, he was calling into the show from his car. Now, Fernando Vargas is a sports reporter for the LNBP, which is a professional basketball league down in Mexico. For an American comparison, this would be like Brian Windhorse calling into the Dan Patrick show or The Herd with Colin Cowherd. For most of the segment, everything was going fine. It was another ordinary segment with two dudes talking about sports, talking about basketball. But then, out of nowhere, the unexpected happened. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. As Fernando Vargas is giving his report, he was rudely interrupted by a complete stranger. I'm sure initially he thought the dude was asking for money. Maybe he needed a few pesos for a burrito. Perhaps he wanted top shelf chimichanga. Or maybe he was tired of protecting the environment by traveling around with an old pair of Nikes, and he wanted to travel in class with a combustion engine. Either way, he rudely interrupted Fernando Vargas and tried to steal his car. The verbiage, the exchange, it is in Spanish, but you'll get the point. Watch it for yourself.
Te habla de que es un fenómeno. Te comentaba los 11 anillos de este jugador. Tranquilo.
Todos de una vez. La llave rápido. Llaves, teléfonos y carteras rápido.
Aquí no puede ser. Páguense, por favor, bájense, por favor.
El teléfono y déjamelo, ¿no? El teléfono. Ahora el reloj, todo. Vete, pero ya. Ahora se a la verga. Voy a llevarme la verga, ¿ahorita? Nada, la verga, vámonos.
Awful announcing translated some of this exchange from Spanish to English. Supposedly, the carjacker is asking for Fernando Vargas' wallet, his keys, his phone. He wants anything of value, and obviously, he wants Fernando Vargas to get the hell out of the vehicle. Thankfully, Fernando Vargas is okay. He was unharmed physically. Mentally, he was a bit shaken up. But what awful timing for whoever this criminal is, which is exactly what he deserves. Me personally, I didn't know that carjacking was still a thing. It was extremely common in the 80s and 90s, but nowadays, with cameras on every corner, every business has security cameras, plus everyone walking down the street has a camera in their hand or in their purse. It is becoming harder and harder to get away with criminal acts in public, which is great for us law-abiding citizens, but this dude, not only does he not have the foresight or the wisdom to put on a mask or at least a pair of sunglasses and a hoodies, something to disguise himself, but his criminal act was also broadcast live on national television throughout Mexico. So the entire country literally watched it happen. As of the recording of this video, the identity of the carjacker is still unknown. And again, Fernando Vargas is safe. He was unharmed. But as a criminal, you could not have asked for worse timing. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later on the main channel.